meaning to make this live stream for it. This is going to probably be 2 or 3 parts. Um, Let me start with. So, all right. So I'm going to feed my little kitties down here, and you guys are coming. Here we go. So, there's just this weird, my friend Becky sent me a guy's YouTube channel, and I want to call it Lunch Break or Out to Lunch or something. It's a pretty clever channel. The guy talks about the mud flood and ancient history and things that were found, and I'm just going to say this. At this time right now, I do not believe in the mud flood or Tartarian that do. But what I will say is, let me see if I can change this around a little bit. I'm trying to make this a little bit more brighter. All right. What I will say is, the founding fathers, for those that don't know, came over here for freedom of, religion, because they were being put to death. And what the history books don't tell you is they were being put to death because they were Freemasons, and Freemasons worship Lucifer as the god of this world. And I'm not going to get into all their bullshit, but how did they know to come over here? Well, what I think happened before the flood, I believe the entire earth was, everywhere from South America, I believe, populated, and there was, all these civilizations and pyramids and people, and they all worshipped, Satan. That's why the Mayans and all their blood sacrifices and the sun god and what I really think is that if they had a chance to build pyramids, and they definitely were building boats, and some of all their kindness for people that have helped out, whether with words, sharing this, sharing the Cash App, sharing these videos, helping me feed these cats one way or another. There you go, friends. There you go, eat up. So, how did they know, out of all they know to come here? What told them to come here? Well, I believe that the Egyptians and said that I believe the Egyptians came over here. I also believe are one of the 12 tribes. I believe that black people, okay, to worship, they came over here to do all that, and that's how they knew that their seances and everything else. But what I really think where the mud flood and Tartaria kind of come into this is, who built all these buildings in the 17 and 1800s, and where the hell did they get the supplies, the water for horses, the tools, the scaffolding? And this is just a theory, but I believe things like the White House and other structures could have possibly already been here. Okay, I believe that you look at the forts that they have, to fortify the land. Where the hell did they get all these bricks? And you're coming over here and settling. There's no technology. There's no heat. There's no way to store food, really. I mean, you kind of can, but where to build these huge fortresses to protect the new world, within a couple of whatever. It seems very I don't know, it just seems I don't even think like if they came over here today, that you could do that in a couple of years. So I kind of feel like a lot of these structures were already here in the 1600s and 1700s or wherever the founding fathers came over, were basically Egyptians that were worshiping Lucifer. And, you know, history books like to talk about how that's what I think happened. So I also believe like Native Americans or Mexicans, because I really believe the Native Americans are basically Mexican people just renamed to fit the algorithm of history. I just kind of feel like, you know, they had a system of saying how. Indians, you know, they put their hands up or had 6 fingers. You know what I mean? You know, kind of feel like that's what, though. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's something. I also feel like the pyramids were built with, after watching, like I said, I don't believe in the mud flood or Tartaria or anything like that. I'm not shitting on people that do. I just believe that the mud flood is basically the flood that happened and buried civilizations like the Mayans and the Incans and everything else. So I kind of feel like when I look at these structures that were built, you know, like I'm talking like the White House, courthouses, these huge, you know, monolithic things in South America. I kind of feel like they were already here, you know? So I kind of feel like those things survived the flood and that they came over here to repossess them. And that's why you have like places like in the New World, like Memphis, you know, there's a Memphis in Egypt. Down here in Tampa, there's a lot of Egyptian cities and names and variables about certain landmarks that are Egyptians, you know, because that's what the Shriners and Freemasons, you know, that's who they, you know, align themselves with. So what's going on, you? What, we got a bunch of cats here tonight? You still hungry? So, take on and the real history obviously has been hidden. You know, I don't believe there was an ice age. I don't believe in dinosaurs. I don't believe in the Meso whatever period, or, you know, the Jurassic, and, you know, that a meteor killed all these pretend dinosaurs. I don't believe in any of that, you know, because I don't believe in evolution, you know. But I don't know. I just kind of feel, you know, there were giants here in the New World Order. In the New World, I kind of feel like Bigfoot is one of those plays on the giants. You know, I just kind of, you know, just, I don't know, just looking back at history, the way history was written, there's just too many specific things that they couldn't build without help from giants or fallen angels. And I mean like literal, like, you know, fallen angels, you know, like, or what we want to call aliens now. So this is just a brief introduction to something that I'm working on. Probably as I get more into it. Like I said, I don't believe in the mud flood or Tartaria or any of that. You know, I'm a flat earther, but I don't believe that our maps are some of these videos. And I kind of feel like a lot of these structures, like the White House and stuff like that, that look like ancient Roman buildings, where the hell would they got all those people to build those buildings, and the horses, and where do the people sleep, and, you know, like, where'd they get the resources? And, you know, I don't know, there's still some things that I'm gonna with you guys now.